club teammate Levi Colwill. And their task, among others, to stop clubmate Nicholas Jackson, who will get this match underway for Senegal. (2022-24). Neat, sharp pass as Sarr sends it forward, and England backpedaling rapidly, jabbed away by Colwill. Kane dispossessed, and the shot lacking any real venom from Idrissa Gueye. Back by Anthony Gordon. Here's Harry Kane. Support arriving. Saka up to the edge of the box. Koulibaly clears. Miles Lewis-Skelly losing out. Iliman Ndiaye. Fast-paced, threatening. Jackson with the shot. Blocked by the legs of Henderson. It's a sharp start from Koulibaly's header. And Sarr up with heading out. Well, one back. The barriers are now for England. Into Gallagher. Teed it up. Saved by Mendy. Breaks loose. Kane's there. 1-0 England. It looked like the chance might have gone, but it just evaded the clutches of Edouard Mendy, and Kane pounced. And after a bright start from Senegal, it's taken England just under 7 minutes to score. Eze's little pass. Gallagher, the shot from Anthony. Completely different proposition. Colwill forward into Eze. He'll get a free. Koulibaly sweeping it wide. El Hadji Malik Diouf. Decent looking delivery. Headed away by Colwill. Malik Diouf. Chance to shoot. Not a bad effort as well. Up this one. Open end to end. Anthony Gordon. Corner. England's first of the evening. And it comes. Deflection off Colwill. Iliman Ndiaye with a chance to clear. Camara. Diouf. Good ball in. Chance. Fine save. Henderson. The header from Ismaila Sarr. Denied by his Crystal Palace teammate. Henderson in goal for England. After a really good year with Burnley, as Anthony Gordon is upended by Crépin Diatta. Rice draws it in low and hard, and Senegal with a chance to clear it with one save with his left foot, and then a couple of minutes ago the save from the header in Declan Rice and Kyle Walker. Diouf. Just looking to Eze. Sent forward by Koulibaly, up towards Jackson, who tries to turn forward, penalised by the referee for the way that he turned into Trevor Chalobah ball, and now it's with Saka. This is Kyle Walker who sends it in, and at the far post, Anthony Gordon couldn't quite turn it in. Congo by a point. They've got 4 matches still to come, starting in September. There'll be a free kick there for the foul by Colwill. They have already qualified for this year's team, even without Sadio Mane. Camara's ball in. Idrissa Gueye. Here comes Diouf, whipping that one in, blocked by, tracked by Gallagher, who dives into no avail. And the block hold off here by referee Frappard for that challenge. He went down. Camara sending it into Ndiaye. Looking for an opening. Idrissa Gueye chases, gets the shot away, saved by Henderson. That was a decent effort. Yeah, Karte winning that one ahead of Bukayo Saka. I mean, one or two of Senegal's players just getting a little agitated. And El Hadji Malik Diouf into Ismaila Sarr. away from Walker, sending it in and tied it. Idrissa Gueye sending it Jackson's way. He's done well. Ismaila Sarr's there! And Senegal have the equaliser that their play deserves in this first half. And the pocket of Senegalese fans smiling in the late evening sunshine in Nottingham. And it is Ismaila Sarr who collected by Jackson. There's a liveliness and a threat about Senegal here. The challenge for the deflection just takes the sting out of the cross. Come in the fourth match. There'll be a free kick there for the challenge by Walker on El Hadji Malik Diouf, and a yellow card. Chalobah. Closing seconds of the opening half as Kane ventures forward, and the referee, Kane having put England ahead in the 7th minute. England have played at the City Ground in Nottingham in 84 years. Teams back in action in September in World Cup qualifiers. Miles Lewis Skelly get team in the Club World Cup. Decent ball in. Oh, that was a really good chance there for Habib Diarra. Senegal threatening a second goal right at the start. Almost retrieving possession of Levi Colwill. Kane with options left and right, forced back, and then Edouard Mendy's goal for some time now. Eze trying to turn. Gallagher into Saka with the turn, can't force the issue, smothered. Challenged by Saka up against Diouf, who's penalised, colliding there with in the field. Conor Gallagher as well, and Morgan Rogers. Rogers his second, and here he is, Gibbs White with a little touch into Rogers. Looks to set it up, and Curtis Jones, well, the three substitutes combining there with their first touches after having come off the bench. So Ivan Toney continues. Players furthest forward for England, but it's opened up here, and in behind the defence it's Habib Diarra who sends it across the face of the goal and into the far corner of the net. England's defence completely bypassed there. Habib Diarra puts Senegal ahead. Brilliant play from the 21-year-old. England's defence completely bypassed there. Habib Diarra puts Senegal ahead. Brilliant play from the 21-year-old. Just watch this here, Kalidou Koulibaly. Complete. Eze losing out. Diarra, powerful surge. Chalobah looking to try and change things. Into a Barry Eze. Gibbs White denied by Mendy. Brilliantly set up. What a moment that would have been for Morgan Gibbs White. Eze sending it through. Here's Gibbs White once more. England carrying a real threat. Bukayo Saka just wide. A touch on the way through. Much better from England. Mendy to the rescue for Senegal. Gibbs White involved again. Thomas Tuchel in the second half, and Bellingham has been dispossessed, and Jackson with a shot, saved by Henderson behind off Walker. More pressure for England to deal with. Walker's there to head it clear. Here's Eze now for England. Madueke's delivery. midfield as it's collected here by Lamine Camara, who looked as though he was twice as many on target as well, 8-4. Is this going to be a first defeat for their ones? England looking for a little bit of inspiration as in 1 year and 1 day's time. Rogers chasing into the penalty area, challenged by Meysterio. Only the second time these two nations have faced each other. This is Nicholas Jackson. There's a sharpness and a fluidity about Senegal that has mostly been missing for England. And it wasn't too far away from number 3, and it was the substitute Pape Gueye. Picks out Noni Madueke. Madueke having a run, sending it in towards Morgan. Madueke's delivery takes a deflection. Bellingham, 2-2. He's only been on the pitch for a few minutes. Boy, did England need a goal there. And Bellingham whips up the crowd. There's still time for more. And suddenly renewed hope for England of a victory. Madueke's delivery fell to Jude Bellingham. Quick to control and send it into the back of the net. Now on the attack once more. Sabali sends it over. It was an important header away since the Euro final a year ago. But here comes Senegal, and it's put behind by Kyle Walker. Under pressure, and it's plus added time. Senegal forward again. Gibbs White chasing. Madueke, brilliantly done, but Senegal look to break. Camara brings it. Here's a great chance for number 3, and it's taken. Senegal's third goal, scored by Sheikh Sabali. Victory assured. England will lose to African opposition for the first time in their history. And on the night, England well beaten. A night of celebration for Senegal. We've had a minimum of 5 additional minutes. Boos ring out around the City ground. Thomas Tuchel loses for the first time as England head coach. England lose for the first time.
What a dramatic night of football. England took an early lead through Harry Kane, who capitalized on a loose ball to make it 1-0. But Senegal refused to give up and kept pushing with pace and confidence. Just before halftime, Ismaila Sarr finished a brilliant attack to level the score at 1-1. In the second half, Senegal continued to dominate, and Habib Diarra produced a fantastic finish to put his side 2-1 ahead. England fought back and created several chances, but Senegal's defense and goalkeeper stood strong. As the pressure increased, England searched desperately for an equalizer. Then, in the closing moments, Senegal struck again. Sheikh Sabali sealed the victory with a clinical finish, completing an unforgettable 3-1 comeback and securing a historic win over England. What a performance by Senegal! If you enjoyed these highlights, don't forget to like, subscribe to Meysterio Football, and turn on notifications for more epic football action.